Yeah. Oh, thank you for tuning in to 26 Sports. It's your host, Mike Reza. I'm on with another special guest today, fresh off his big victory this past Saturday. My one and only brother right here, Charles Conwell, man. How you doing, bro? What's going on?
Excited to get back.
Yeah, man, you were just on there uh, this past Saturday, put on a good show. Ended that fight a little too quick, for everybody's liking, man. Nah, I'm just playing. But you ended it really quick. So, what's the plan moving forward now?
Hopefully, I would like a quick turnaround. I like to get in December if it's possible. I know team reached on boy to see what's next for me. Hopefully, we can get back in there in December.
December, okay. And now, is there anybody maybe specific that you're looking at? Anybody that you want to get the fight with again? I know, as you said, you ended it quick and you want a quick turnaround. Is there anybody you think would be available for you in December?
Available December, who I don't really know who's available for December, but I'm open to fighting anybody. To be honest, I'm really open to fighting anybody. I would have liked to fight. Hold on. Come on, dude. It's hard to drive with the lights like this. That's why I told you just wait till we got to where it's going. Oh my bad.
Yeah, hold on, you kind of cut off right there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, I can hear you now. So what was that? You said you're ready for whoever, or who'd you want?
I said I would have liked to fight the winner of the main event.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, yeah, we know right now that
Virgil,
looks like Virgil's gonna go for Crawford. Robert Garcia pretty much said yesterday that looks to be done for February possible.
yeah,
So with that
yeah.
now,
I, I don't know who else is available in the division, like who's open and ready to fight. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie.
okay, so
I don't even know who.
obviously the one that came out as the loser of that fight, who gained a lot of fans, Serhii.
Yeah,
He wants to get
yeah.
back in the mix. He wants to put his name out there. He wants to show that he's you know of that quality. How about you guys throw it together, man? He wants to stay active, and he wants to show that he felt he won. Why don't you guys throw it up?
I think that's actually. I think it's a good fight. I think that fight will set me apart from a lot of guys who's already fought Sergey. And I think Sergey is a real tough fight for anybody. So I think that'll be a real good fight for him.
Yeah. So you know, obviously you got your fight. You got out of there quick. Um, I'm not gonna lie, man. I seen the look in your eyes before the fight. I seen that little smirk that you gave before the fight. Did you know that it was gonna be a short night when you got there, or was that the plan at all?
Nah, to be honest, I didn't think. I thought it was gonna take like four. I thought everybody was saying four, so I was thinking four too. But once I got in there, I hit him in the first round, and I just seen how he reacted. And the second round is adding more pressure. But I thought he was gonna get up off that body shot as well. To be honest,
No, that sounded like a shotgun shot when you hit him in the body, man. As soon as he went down, I knew it was done. Um, but I thought he was gonna at least try to get up and they probably stop it, but he got halfway up and just dropped back down. Um, with that though, so you said you thought at least four, it ended in two. Was there a part of you that was let down, or is it the old saying you guys don't get paid for overtime?
no, I was excited. The sooner I got him out of there, I'm like, I can do a quick turnaround. I can get another one in before the end of the year. I got out of there with no scratches, no bruises, no cuts. So I'm excited. So I can probably get one more, squeeze one more in before the end of the year is out.
Okay, okay, and then so you said December. Have they mentioned that as a possible card? Do you know if there's a possibility that there would be a card for Golden Boy in December?
I know they got dates in December and November, but they haven't told me that I was on the card yet. But they said they definitely have dates for those times. Bro.
Okay, okay, and as you know, we talked about it last time. IBF champ, someone you could possibly look at, kind of looks like he's going to be going for Tim Zoo, so that those belts are held up. We know Spencer Fedora looks like, I believe, October or November now. So
Yeah.
would you want? I mean, obviously, I think the best fight there just for who would be available would be you and Serhii if that's allowed. So I think that's the fight that should
Yeah,
be made next for both of you.
I think that's a good fight. I think that's a real good fight. I think that's a makeable fight. I think that fight is definitely a fight that the fans would love to see too, because both are gonna be action packed.
Definitely. So what did you see in that fight that night? Because I know you stayed and watched it. What did you see,
Yeah.
and were you surprised by the fight, the action, and the outcome at the end of it all?
That fight, I thought it was a real competitive fight. I thought it was a competitive fight. It was an action packed fight all night. I thought the fight was either a draw or I edged it to Serhii. But if we went the other way, I wasn't really surprised. But I thought it could be a draw. But Serhii or a draw, that's what I thought.
Okay, okay. Now, were you surprised as how good he was competing in this fight? Because I know we talked about it and we thought it might have been a knockout early. Were you surprised about how good he fought throughout the fight?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Serhii is tough, man. He took a lot of big shots, and he still came back and he was holding his own. He was letting his hands go still. But yeah, Serhii surprised me a lot, and I thought Virgil would get him out of there too. To be honest, I thought Virgil would get him out of there. I thought that fight was gonna end in a knockout. To be honest, I'm
Yeah,
surprised it went the distance.
yeah, I did too. I mean, the whole time I was like, someone's gonna get stopped at some point the way it's going, and then we hit the
Yeah,
ninth, the 10th, and the 11th. I said, oh, we're gonna go all 12. It looks like, which added just more excitement to the fight because we both knew at any time this fight could be over, but it went all 12.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So go ahead.
so you say Serhei or a draw. Do you see though? Do you
How you see?
understand why some people thought Virgil got it?
How did you see it?
Oh, I'm sorry, you cut out again.
How did you see it?
Oh, I had it 8-4 for Virgil with the two knockdowns for Serhei. Um, I had it 5-4 after nine, and I gave Virgil those last three rounds because of the adjustments he made,
Yeah.
and I felt like he kept
Yeah.
Serhei at bay a little bit because there's a couple rounds towards the end there where I feel like Serhei just was kind of stuck, like where he was still throwing, but he was a lot more cautious than he was, in those middle rounds where you could say he definitely won a couple of them.
Right. Yeah. It was definitely a competitive film.
Oh yeah, it was
It
a
was
great
definitely.
fight. It made sense that it ended up that way.
But what you just asked before I cut you off?
Oh, so do you understand like as you said you felt it was a draw or Sergey won? Do you understand the side as well of like why some people feel that Virgil was able to pull it off in the end?
Sure. I Virgil Doug, uh, in the late round, got second win, and he started packing definitely to where, like you said, it was a little inactivity from Serhii on the back end, especially in the championship rounds, and he didn't finish harder than Virgil did.
Yeah, and that's what I think is at the end of the day, is probably what pulled it away is that at the end, Virgil was the one coming forward. Virgil was the one putting more work, and Sergey seemed a little bit more hesitant than early on in the fight.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And now,
I can agree with that.
you got your third. That was your second fight this year. You've always said you wanted to get active, so you were able to throw in two. You won three for December. Now, at this point for
Mhm.
this fight, is it as you said, you don't really have a name besides maybe Sergey because you don't know who's available. At this point, is it just you just want to get another fight because you want to stay active, or are you looking for to push for maybe another contender at the 154-pound division? You hear me?
Are you slim or doing? Hmm?
You
Hello?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I got you. You still got me?
Would you say? Sorry, yeah. Can you
Uh,
go back? Can you say
yeah.
that again?
So I was saying, you said 154. Whoever
Stop.
because you're
Stop.
not sure who's available for you. So if not Sergey, Is it just you want another fighter because you want to stay active, or do you want specifically like a top 10, top 15 fighter?
If I can't get a top 10, top 15 fighter, I would just like to stay active. I wouldn't want to wait until somebody's available. I'd just rather just stay active and just catch them on the back on the next one. I don't
Okay,
want to have to wait for a top 10, 15 guy
so you just
all
want
the
to
way
stay
to
active to
February
keep
or
busy, right?
yeah, for sure.
Right. So that, hey, and you know what? And fans are gonna love that because it keeps you busy, it keeps you fresh,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, if you're keeping getting knockouts, no one's gonna complain about what you're doing out there. So real
Right.
quick, what's up to let's see, to Centella Media, to Rick Vitale, what's up, brother? We see you guys out there, and yeah, man. So it was a pretty interesting night that night with all the fights. Obviously, the main event is what took hold, but we talked about you wanting to steal the show, you wanting to be what they talked about, and I'm sure you've seen social media after it. It was, I don't know if who could really beat Charles Conwell. I don't know who I'd favor over Charles Conwell. Charles Conwell is a legitimate threat. You know, Shakur Stevenson, all these other fighters were mentioning your name beforehand, and then they all were proven right after. Seeing that, did that get you more like, I don't even want to go and chill. I want to just go right back to the gym and keep active? Charles, you out again? Oh, there you go. Can you hear me?
1 second, I'm about to walk in the house. So
Okay,
probably has
okay.
1 second. Hold
Yeah.
on. Attitude. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead. What'd you say?
So I was saying like you wanted to steal the show as you said on Saturday.
Right.
Pretty sure you did that with the knockout. After it, social media is blowing up. You have media, fighters, fans talking about Conwell, who could really beat him, who would I favor over him. Shakur Stevenson, all these different people talking about you. When you see that, did that get you more motivated to just be like, I don't want to go home and chill. I want to just get back in the gym. And as you said, you want to stay active. You want to fight again.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Like everyone said, I think a lot of people are starting to finally get more eyes on me. So it's been like a long time coming. But I've been knew where I was. I've been knew I was being secure with myself. But I'm always excited to see my peers talk good about me, seeing my supporters talk good about me, and just the general media in public.
Yeah, because there was many in the media right after that said, man, who would you really favor at 154 over Charles because you have everything. You got the tight defense, the quick shots, the powerful shots, and you're active and you're throwing combinations. So I think, as you said, you wanted to steal the show. I think you definitely did that Saturday night.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah. So now, after the fight, you said you thought he was gonna get up, but when you landed it, did he make any type of noise, any reaction? Because a lot of people say they land that body shot, they hear the like the just the breathing or just the sound of I'm done. Did you get that at all, or did you think he was gonna get back up for sure?
I thought he was gonna get back up for sure. I thought he was gonna try it one more time for like his last ride, like just to try to dog the round out, like for the last little 40, 50 seconds that was left. But once I seen him try to get up and he got back down, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over with. And his nose was bleeding. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a lot going on. His nose is bleeding,
Yeah,
and he got able to get body shot. I'm like, yeah,
he probably couldn't breathe no more. He couldn't hold his breath. So, we talked about it after. What'd you do after the
mm
fight? After the whole event, did you guys go out? Did you go get your food like you were talking about, or what would you do?
yeah. I just went back to. I stayed for the main event, did a little post fight press conference, and then after that, just went back to the hotel, grabbed a bite to eat, chilled, walking around the strip a little bit with my lady, and just really that's just it.
Okay, and now, um, all eyes are going to be for you for December. But as we always know, you're a big fight fan. You always talk about these other fighters, man. Got a
Yeah.
lot of action coming up now over these next few months. We got
Mm-hmm.
Inoue. I know that's one of your favorite fighters. He's going to be back
Mm-hmm.
in September. against TJ Doheny.
Hmm.
Consistent contender at the division. How do you see that fight going? I predict 4 or 5 rounds is just personally a knockout for we.
Yeah, I think TJ Doheny been on a good run, but I think there's levels to the game, and I just think anybody's on a whole nother level than the other guy.
Yeah, and now obviously the one of the ones that we always talk about, better BF and Bivol about
Mm.
a little bit over,
Finally happening.
yeah, a little bit over 2 was closer because of the injury. Now that it's getting closer again, how do you feel?
I got the 50-50 now, man. I had better be able, but he been out for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know if inactivity is going to help him because of his old age and his injury, or is it going to hinder him? So I'm kind of torn between two. But I'm going to say it's 50-50 now.
All right. So if Bivol is the win, how do you think he wins?
Oh, decision.
And better BF, how do you think he wins?
You know his resume, all knockouts. You got to win by knockout.
Now, do you think it's gonna be like a one punch knockout, or do you think it's gonna be like a brutal stoppage type knockout if he gets it?
It's going to have to be like a brutal stoppage. I don't see him hitting people with one punch and getting him out of there. I think it's going to have to be accumulation of punches.
Okay.
Maybe he rocks him. Maybe he rocks him first and then finishes him. But I don't see a one punch knockout.
All right. And then we got Joshua and Dubois as well. How do you see that going? Dubois is on a good run after his
He is.
his last after his defeat to Usyk. How do you see that going? And do you think we might be in for a surprise?
I would say that fight going to be competitive early, and then I think Joshua's going to take the lead. Maybe he can maybe get a late round, maybe on stoppage, but I'm gonna say decision. But somebody's gonna get hurt though because they two both. I'm gonna say either decision Anthony Joshua or a late round stoppage for Anthony Joshua.
Okay. That's probably the consistent response because we know both resumes and we know how Dubois has been there when he's gotten to that certain level. Um,
Mm.
we also got possibly, and we say possibly now, Boots coming back again. I believe against a guy that gave him a tough fight before, Karen. If that's to
Mm.
happen, what's your thought? You think a different outcome? You think it's closer, or you think Boots?
I think it'll be a different outcome. I think it's going to be a stoppage this time around. I think Bush is going to adjust from what he did last time and get a stoppage this time around.
Okay, and then with Canelo and Berlanga now, the fight's official, everything's going on. I know you've seen the press conference. I was there at the second one, all the action that heated up. Do you think that was worse for Berlanga to piss Canelo off like that? And do you think it's gonna make it? Canelo straight up told me he's gonna punish him and have no mercy for eight rounds.
I don't even think that's going to go that long, but shout out to. So I hope it's a really competitive fight because I'm always rooting for the up and coming guys, especially somebody like Eric Blanca who I came up with. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping he does well, but I just like experience and I just think he fought better opposition up until this point. But I never counted for out because you always have a puncher's chance. But I just think it's kind of gonna be a hard tough task
To get
to
on. Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be tough, and Berlanga showed he has confidence in himself, which is good because if he doesn't, there's no reason to be there. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I still think I'll go with the 6 round stoppage just because I don't think Berlanga just has that right now. If he does
Yeah.
eventually, maybe, but I just don't think right now he has it. Um, Also, we got this Saturday a top rank card. Kristen
Mm-hmm.
and Billy and Derevchenko. That should be a
Mm-hmm.
real fun, action packed
This
fight.
is a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you have that one going?
I actually sparred Billy before.
Yeah. How did
Back
that
in
go?
it was good. I sparred him back in when we was coming up in the Olympics. He was Team France and I was America. And then I sparred him again when I went out a long time ago. I went out to go spar David Lemieux when I first turned pro. I think I had like less than 5 fights, and I
Okay.
sparred him again back then. It was good work though.
Yeah.
He
So
he he's just he real active fighter, real active, real let his hands go. Yeah, yeah.
he's a strong fighter. So How do you think that's going to go? Because
Yeah,
that
he is.
Derevchenko, put up a good fight against Munguia, got another victory after.
Mm.
How do you think that's going to go for him?
I think he gonna get stopped.
You think
I ain't
Billy's going
gonna
to
lie. I
stop
think he
him?
gonna get stopped. I think Embiid's gonna stop him. I think Derevchenko been in a lot of hard fights, a lot of wars. He's older. I think Embiid's hungry. He's on the come up. A lot. He's looking for a big opportunity. And I think if he stopped Derevchenko, he get a big opportunity to fight maybe even Munguia later this year or
Yeah,
next year or
yeah, it
maybe
would probably
later
be
this
next
year.
year. Yeah, and that would be all action.
That would be a good fight. That would be a good fight.
Yeah, that's going to be all action if that is to happen. And you know what? Well, both of them now aligned with ESPN and Top Rank as well. That's
Mhm.
that could be what's coming up after if they both win because
Right.
Munguia's got to fight September 20th as well against
Mm-hmm.
Bazian.
Eric Bazian.
Bazian, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good fight too. So
Yeah.
you believe that Munguia is going to get by Bazian as well?
I don't really. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know too much about Bazian, but I know he's been. I know he was in a tough out with a dude that I actually seen in Canada when I was sparring day with him as well.
Mm.
I forget. What's his name? It starts with Phil, I think, or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Shaquille
yeah,
Finn.
yeah.
My guy Shaquille Finn from out in Canada. And I heard that was a real close fight. I heard it was a robbery. To be honest, I heard Shaquille Finn won. So
They believe
not
so as
taking nothing away
well.
from Shaquille.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not taking not taking away from nothing from Shaquille. But I just
yeah,
think you know
yeah.
it's a bigger, harder. It's gonna be a harder fight.
You know, and now again, supposed to be. We'll see if it does go the rematch for Usyk and Fury. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you thought Fury was going to get him, and then
Man, I thought it was gonna
he took a little bit of a beating towards the end. Responded well, but now do you think the time off recovering is going to help him, or do you think he should have taken maybe a fight in between before jumping right back in there with him?
I think he should. No, I think they should again. I think it was a good fight up until Fury got hurt. I think it was a good fight. I thought Fury was winning up until he got hurt.
Yeah,
To be honest, but I think it's gonna be a different I think it's gonna be a different outcome this time. I'm gonna go with Fury again this time. I think Fury gonna make the right adjustments to get the job done this time. But
do you,
I don't take that away from Usyk because Usyk is a good fighter. I thought Usyk was gonna be too small and all this other stuff, but Usyk was really in there handling his business. So
do you
I can't
think
take nothing away from Usyk.
do you think Fury gets a stoppage this time?
Stoppage, I don't know. It's possible, but I don't see it gonna be the stop. I think it'd be more about decision than stoppage.
Okay, and now a couple other fights that they brought up to me. When I spoke with Robert Garcia, pretty much it looks like Bam and Gallo Estrada are going to rematch. It looks like
Mm-hmm.
Rayo and Pitbull are going to rematch. Now I know you had to be surprised with
Okay.
that one. Uh, Pitbull they put that in there. They put the rematch clause, so that looks like it's going to happen. So I know you were surprised. Do you think
I
that that's going to
was.
be a different outcome in the rematch, or do you think Ryo just showed some levels to the game that maybe nobody was expecting, and he'll get it again?
I don't know. I don't think Pitbull has what it takes to really adjust and change his game plan. I think Pitbull is who Pitbull is. I think he's just the same fighter. I think he might just go out there and try harder, but doing the same exact thing. To be honest, to me personally. And as far as Gallo and Bam, I think the same thing gonna happen with that fight too. It's gonna be
Yeah,
another same thing. It was a stoppage. I don't. Sometimes when I think rematch clause, I think rematch clauses shouldn't happen if a stoppage just was like not like a like it
that
was
clear of a
like you weren't
loss.
gonna win. Type. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
you didn't have a chance to win.
it was clear he was losing, and then he was
Yeah.
caught with that shot. Now, when we talked about Tim Tszyu a little earlier and Backroom,
Mm-hmm.
how do you see that fight
Mm-hmm.
playing out? It's supposed to be, I believe, October. Um, how do you see that one? Because now Tszyu again, he's coming off a tough fight with Fandora. He's gonna go back in against another tough fighter. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think maybe that type of loss is gonna affect him into this fight, or do you think it's something that just maybe strengthens him up for this fight?
I don't see. I don't really know much about boxing. I watched him for the world title with Jack
Yeah,
Coquet. But I don't really know really too much about Bachman like that. I mean, he looks like he's it's going. I don't really know. I don't know how that's. I don't know if it's. I don't really know, but I'm gonna give him his credit for he was champion. So I'm gonna say it should be competitive. I hope it's competitive. At least get Zoo a run for his money because he's a world champion. I think he should champion. So I think he should get Zoo some type of resistance. I don't think he should be. I don't think he should just be any type of walkover. So that's
Yeah.
it.
So now, Fedor and Spence, if that fight is to come off, we all know what happened with Spence in his last fight.
Yeah.
How do you see that going, and do you give Spence a chance to pull that off, or do you think Spence might just be too far gone, as a lot of people seem to believe at this point?
I think I'm not gonna lie. I don't. That's another 50-50 fight. I'm gonna give the edge to Fedor because he has the momentum right now. He's been more active. He still has the same coach. I think Earl Spence is doing a lot of adjusting. He got a new coach, new team around him, and he's going into a big fight. I don't think this is no. I don't think Fedor is no walkover for anybody. And he's 60. You have the awkward style, so I think it's going to be a tough task, regardless of who all. And and hopefully, if he loses, I think he should just go ahead and go right into retirement. But I think he should get another big opportunity right after that.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight, and I agree with you. I think Fedor right now probably has all the momentum, and then, as you said, it's a big fight to be going in there with a new team. Um, you
Mm.
know, right after the fight you just had, it's probably going to be a little tough. So yeah, I think Fedor is a favorite, but Spence, has earned his rightful place to get the respect that if he pulls out the win, it's not too much of a shock, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I believe it was part of your Olympic team in 2016 was Michaela Mayer, or was she was
Mm.
2016, right?
Yeah, she was 2016.
So how do you see her fight with Sandy Ryan coming up, September as well?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know too much about Sandy Ryan. I know she's a world champion, but that's all I really know. I gotta do more research on Sandy Ryan. But I do know Michaela, so I know she has the ability to go in there and give anybody a good fight, and give anybody a good go. And I'm pretty sure she probably likes fighting at the bigger weight classes. It's probably more natural for her, so I'm gonna give her a little bit more of a I'm gonna give her more benefit of the doubt that she can edge it out because she's and more of her natural weight class. She don't have to do such a hard cut. But I don't want to take anything from Sandy Ryan because I don't know her background, so I do some more research on Sandy. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, okay. Now, a couple of the fans here, Boxing Vitals says that he agrees with you about Pitbull. Yeah, he has his one way style, and we don't know if we can make those
Yeah.
adjustments. Clay, what's up, Clay? I see you, bro. Um, for you again now, we always talked about you were out constantly in activity. Now you're active again. You're looking for the third fight, man. Just now after two fights, the fan base
Mm-hmm.
is growing, the respect is
Mm-hmm.
growing. Just personally, how much do you apply that to your team? Apply that to the promotions that you're with now. How much love do you show them just because of how you guys stuck through everything to get to this point to where now you're like on the cusp of getting that title shot?
I mean, I'm. I mean, we just always support each other, and I'm excited because guess what? We did it the way we wanted it to be done. We didn't have to do it the way that nobody else wanted to be done. We got to be who we wanted to be, who we are, and move how we wanted to move with no pressure from nobody else or no extra, outside noise or anything like that. We got to do how we want it and how I want it to be done. So I mean, I'm happy about that. I'm excited. I'm glad we got to stick together and we got through those tough times together. So it's only right that what we got coming is really truly for us.
Yeah, and then in the fight they talked about your training, all that you do. I don't think a lot of people, obviously, as you said, the casual fans may not know. I don't think a lot of people, besides that, even some of the hardcore fans, knew how you incorporate wrestling to help build up your
Mm.
strength. With that, how much does that help you? And then, I know you didn't like and want to do wrestling before, but
Yes.
how much does that help you? And how much does, are you happy that you stuck with that?
I mean, I'm extremely happy I stuck with it. I feel like with that, I got to with the wrestling, it helped me with my like positioning and just working different inside moves, different learn how to position people body, learn how to manipulate people's body, and learn how to just what I'm saying, be physical in the inside, be strong, and learn how to what I'm saying, hold your ground. So I think that definitely helped me a lot as far as my game. And I think more people should do it. To be honest, it definitely does. I feel like it gives you also a mental edge in combat in general,
Yeah,
knowing how to wrestle.
yeah. Because I mean, if they watch you, you're able to move real quick inside, and your clinches they don't seem to ever last real long. You're able to just push
Yeah.
them out. So I believe that does work wonders for you, and you show it. You have the looks like just so much natural physical strength in that ring. A lot of people always tell me it looks like a little tank is walking in there when they see you get in there. Just all it looks like all muscle when you go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
yeah, that just goes to the hard work that they put in through camp.
so we talk about the weight classes. How you said you could probably even go lower if you wanted. You could maybe move up. How easy is the weight for you at 154? Because it doesn't seem like you struggle or you really have to cut that much weight. How easy is it for you with the work that you do at the gym as well?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's just the easy. Losing weight and working hard is always work. It's always you pushing yourself to the max. So I don't never just say it's just a walk in the park losing weight. But I definitely want to campaign here at least until I come unified or undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave with nothing. I don't want to move up without having no type of accolades under me. So I'm definitely stay right where I am, right where until I become at least a unified or undisputed champion.
You know? Now you said that Golden Boy has the dates for you in December next year, if possible. I know we've talked about where you wanted to fight. You got Vegas out the way. You finally got that fight there. You said it doesn't really it doesn't get you too much, but now that you're more active, if a fight in your hometown or just even your home state comes back up now, is that something that you would really maybe campaign for a little bit more?
Uh, yeah, I would definitely consider it. I wouldn't just campaign just to be in my city or my state yet. I wanna bring that world title back. I want to do maybe like a defense here before I just bring a fight here. But if it's on the table, I wouldn't turn it down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wouldn't turn it down. But I would prefer just to get that world title first before I bring it back to the city.
All right. Now, as we talked about, the fighters that are around there now, I believe they put Connor Ben also into the rankings at 147. If he was to maybe go up to 154, are you telling Oscar to call Eddie and get that fight going for you guys as well?
Of course, man. I definitely take that fight. I think Conor Ben is a cool fighter. Do I think he's ready for talent and the size of 154 pounders? I don't truly think so. But if they came with me with the fight and they offered me the fight, yeah, I definitely take it.
Okay, so that's two good names that I can see for December for you, Serhii or Connor Ben, and hopefully one of
Mm.
those pops up because that's those big fights, and as you've mentioned, you have no problem going across the pond, for a fight as well, right?
I don't even think he even allowed to go across the pond. To be honest, I think he's still suspended over there.
Oh, that's right.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
he might
would.
be. That's right. So he would
Yeah,
have to come over here.
right.
All right, so you know, let's get into this one now. Now we seen your daughter there. She's growing up. You got the baby, man. Coming
Mhm.
home after a fight like that, man. How good does it feel to just be able to just be with the family, man?
Oh man, it feels real good. It's been a long time coming. It feel like I missed out on a lot, but I think they're so excited to see me. They always up under me when I'm home, so I know they really excited. Man, they have a lot of energy, and it's something I missed. But God, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. With the baby though, man. How is that? Once you get home and you see the baby now.
Man, over the phone, we would just talk on FaceTime, and every time she see me, she just light up. So to see it in person, it always feel good. And she's getting ready to walk. Her birthdays, she's walking a little bit. Her birthday is in like 2 weeks, so she's about to be 1 years old. I'm just excited. It's like a lot of time has just went by, and she's
Yep.
just getting bigger and bigger every day.
Now with your older one, how is she with the little sister?
She's doing better. She's doing better. She's starting to interact with her more, talk to her, and play with her more. You know, she's 4 now, so she just thinks she's like so much bigger than her. Trying to pick her up and lift her up, but
Yeah.
I'll be having to tell her like, "That's you, her big sister, but you ain't that big." So I'm glad that, she's starting to interact and play with her more. So I'm excited. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, and then that's what's gonna happen. The more they get, and you had them close, so they're gonna be in around with each other and in school with each other. How's your daughter close to going to school next year? The older one.
No, she still got one more year. She got pre-K, I
Okay,
think pre-K.
so yeah, so next year she'll go to kindergarten then, right?
Yeah, yeah. Next year she'll be in kindergarten. Yeah.
All right, cool, cool. And now, you're gonna take a little break because you said you want December. So, what else are you gonna be doing with your time? In the meantime, before you either go back to a camp or start getting everything ready, what are you gonna do in the meantime right now?
Well, I'm opening up a gym. Me, my girl, my lady, uh, my everybody. Me and her just really just teamed up, partnered up, and we partnered up with Serhii back at home. We partnered up and we started the gym in Cleveland, my hometown. So I'm excited about it.
And when is that opened up
I'm
already, or is it
excited.
going to open up?
It's open up. It'll be open. I get the keys tomorrow for the building, but it'll be open next month with all the equipment and everything in there. We're gonna finish this month out. We're gonna do a back to school drive there. I'm also doing a back to school drive with giving away book bags, school supplies, haircut, just all different type of stuff like that. Food, drinks. We're gonna do a little school drive there this month, and then next month we're gonna open it up for on the first of next month
Okay,
officially.
see, and see, so you guys see it, man. Charles does a lot, not just in the ring, but outside of the ring for everybody. So salute to you on that, bro. That, and you know what? I could tell you were into some business on Saturday when I seen the cut, man. You didn't have the longer hair. You had
Yeah.
the fresh cut. I was
I,
like, oh, this is gonna be over quickly.
yeah, I had to switch the look about to go back to my old ways when I first turned pro.
Yeah. As soon as I seen that cut, I go, oh, I should have realized right then and there it wasn't gonna go too long, man. Now, man, we got you in here again today, man. I appreciate you always coming on. We're always gonna support you all the way through, man.
Hey,
Wherever
man.
you go, wherever you fight, we always got your back, man. But real quick before we head out, man, who do you want to say a special shout out to? Who do you want to show love to? And just get everything in right now, and where they could all follow you on all social media.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all my supporters who've been supporting me when I was out, when I'm fighting, and just continue to support me throughout the whole journey. I want to say thank you to all those people, my family and friends, all those who support me when I was throughout my whole journey, and just shout out to Golden Boy for giving me the opportunity, and just gonna keep going up for here, keep going up from here, and just keep continuing to get better and better and getting bigger and bigger fights.
Definitely, man. And where can everybody follow you? Where can they catch your training? Where could they go up and see all the things you're gonna do with your gym, the school, back to school? Where can they find all that information at?
Oh yeah, you can find all that information on my social media platform. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Charles Conwell, just my first and last name.
All right, so everybody tune in, look at everything for him. He's gonna be busy. He wants to be back in December. Golden Boy, keep him active. I know you guys will,
Yes, sir.
because yeah. And that was the other thing. Right after the fight, they talked with Oscar and Turkey and everybody in the zone, and the first
Mm-hmm.
name he mentions is you, Charles Conwell.
Mm-hmm.
Showing how great you were. You hear that. Like last time you heard Bernard, now you're hearing Oscar. When you hear that from Hall of Famers, legends, how besides everything you're hearing on social media, but you hear it from them. What does that do for you just personally, man, mentally?
Oh man, I just get me excited because they've been at the top of the top and they know what they're looking at. They know talent. They know what it takes. They see hard work. They know what it takes to become a champion. What it takes to become a legend. What it takes to become a multiple time division. And if they can see that in me, that means I'm headed in the right path. I'm headed in the right direction. And it's crazy to see, but it's also exciting. I'm happy and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, man. Like I've told you, I've been talking with you since 2020, I believe, or
Mm-hmm.
2019. But I've seen you fighting on the little cards, Ring City
Mm-hmm.
and everything, and now you're on the zone, Golden Boy,
Right.
pay-per-view opener, co-main event to a big fight, and soon enough you're gonna be the main event. So I'm happy for you, just seeing you where you come, and seeing you finally get what you worked for, like you said. It finally happened, and you're getting it now for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that for always just looking out and supporting, and just even reaching out to me, even not even about no boxing, just checking in on me throughout the
Always, bro.
times.
Always, bro. We always have. We both got little girls, man. So we always stay in contact, no matter what it was, even if it wasn't boxing, man, just to see how you were, see how you were doing, bro. So yeah, man. So everybody that tuned in today, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Charles again for coming in. I know he'll be back in before his next fight. Everybody tune in. Everybody, if you're in the Cleveland area, Ohio, go check out the back to school drive. Go check out the new gym, and everybody keep active at Charles Conwell on all social media. Grow his fan base. You want to be there now before he hits the top, and he forgets about you little people here. Just like
Nah.
But yeah, I mean, Charles is on his way up, man. So thank you guys all for tuning in. We'll catch you guys soon, and thank you again, bro, for stopping by, man. And I know we're gonna always stay talking, bro, no matter what.